thought we were friends. Do I need to be looking for another job?
I'm gonna be honest.
Wednesday.
Karen, why are we here?
Well, I have news.
A new chapter is about to begin.
I just need a moment to talk. Can I come in?
I can't even begin to describe how unbearable things have been.
And the Sistas circle
Do you have somewhere you need to be? Why are you all in my business?
may never be the same.
You're getting on my nerves. Sounds like a you problem.
What is going on?
I feel like we're falling apart.
Tyler Perry Sistas. All new Wednesday at 9. Watch it live on BET.
Y'all, it's Missniecytv, and I'm here to break down the trailer for Sistas Season 9, Episode 16. The trailer picks up with Andy and Fatima at the bar, and Fatima's talking to Andy, and she's like, I thought we were friends. Do I have to look for another job? And Andy's probably going to be like, where is this coming from? And Fatima's going to tell her, well, your mom said that if I don't get my stuff together, you're going to fire me. And Andy's probably going to be like, well, I didn't say it like that, but since she said that, I kind of do feel that way. And I'm like, Fatima, you can't use the thing of, I thought we were friends. Because I was the one that said I was here for Andy and Fatima's friendship. But after thinking about it and looking at it over, they weren't really friends. They were nothing more than a transactional friendship. You do for me and I do for you. There was no real love and loyalty. And Fatima's the type of person that will overextend herself and call somebody her friend, even though they're showing no genuine signs of being truly. I feel like Fatima and Andy's journey of being acquaintances is now over, and Fatima will never be okay with Andy after knowing that Zach saw her naked and she chose not to tell her. But on a different note, I feel like Fatima definitely should have waited to have a separate conversation with Andy, seeing that she was trying to have a group conversation with the girls. Then we see Andy back at the table talking to Karen, and Andy's like, what's your news? And Karen's like, then I guess she goes on to tell him that she's moving. The look on the girls' faces after she tells him this is that Andy and Sabrina are not happy at all. I think Danny will kind of be supportive of this. Will Danny say everything that everybody else has been saying, that she's trying to run away from her problems, and the only reason she doesn't want to stay in Atlanta is because she has no attachment to Zach anymore? I definitely think she will say that, but I also feel like Andy will try to turn this around and make this about her somehow, because that's all Andy ever. Right now, I think she'll just go along with whatever Andy's saying, and the fact that Sabrina doesn't have her own mind sometimes. So if Andy says Karen shouldn't go and she's only doing this, she tries to make this about her, that's what Sabrina will agree with. Even though Sabrina feels totally different about the situation, and she feels like Karen. Over at Hayden's, we have Gary coming over there to talk to Hayden and I guess apologize for the whole thing that happened with Tamara. And I'm like, man, if I was Hayden, I would say, get off my property, don't come back, and I don't forgive you. I don't understand why he would be bold enough to show up at Hayden's house to talk to him, which is also the same place that he kissed Tamara in. There's absolutely no way that Hayden will forgive him, and I don't know why Gary thought he actually. Gary, just because you made peace with this situation and things that have happened, that doesn't mean that somebody else or Hayden has. So you have to accept what they give you, of forgiveness or not. Over at the restaurant, Karen's talking to the girls, and Karen's like, I can't explain how things have been so unbearable for me. And I think this is when she actually tells him the news. As she's trying to tell him, Andy gets a call from Dr. Vaughn, and Danny's, of course, like, do you have somewhere you need to be? Andy's like, why are you all in my business? And then they have a whole back and forth. You're absolutely right that you don't have to tell anybody your business. But at the same time, I find it ironic how every time you're out with your sisters and trying to do something with them, you get a call from Dr. Vaughn or a man, and you try to pick up and leave. I think Danny will let it slip that the night that Andy and her came over to Karen's house, Andy actually left to go have a date with Dr. Vaughn. Now, was it professional at first and it wasn't actually a date? Yes. But did it turn into something more that the girls are eventually going to have to hear about? Of course. Over in the law firm parking lot, we see Gary walking up on Fatima, and of course Fatima ups to pull up on him, and he's like, I'm just here to talk. And Fatima trusts her instincts, and she keeps going on him. And I'm like, Gary, I understand that you changed your life, but once again, nobody wants to talk. Then I absolutely had to think about, why is Gary trying to apologize to Fatima? But then I remembered he's the one that accused her of stabbing him. Oh, did Fatima kind of play herself in this situation by trying to go save Andy at the wedding and all this other stuff when Andy didn't ask her to? I go over at the restaurant, the girls are talking again, and Danny's like, to Andy, you're getting on my nerves. And Andy's like, that's a you problem. And Karen's like, what's going on? And Andy's like, I think we're falling apart. No, girl, y'all fell apart a long time ago. And y'all just stayed friends out of the fact that y'all have history of knowing each other from college. Like, I actually think there is actually two genuine different types of friendships inside the friend group. Karen and Andy are genuine friends, and Damien and Sabrina are I all think that they're collectively friends to one another? No. I think there's two separate friendships inside of one group. So let me know what you guys think about the trailer. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn your bell notifications. Bye!